Hey guys, it's Felicia. Welcome back. In this video, I'm gonna do a banner review for the Final Fantasy 15 banner that's going to come to JP on the 1st January of 2018. Okay, first of all, I'm just gonna review two characters here, Ignis and also the Ray Knight from the King's Knight banner, right? Because they can go to 7-star. Okay, let's start with his Trashmaster reward. So if you have his TM, you can cast these 3 skills, basically a new recipe for Ignis, right, from the game. Basically different dishes here, and it enables AoE heal, HP, AoE MP recovery, as well as 100% limit break field rate. That's pretty cool, man. It's pretty situational if you want to cast all of that, right? And if you equip his Trashmaster reward, you can also dual cast all of these abilities and most of the support abilities right there below. And his Super Trashmaster is pretty good as well for heavy characters. 145 attack, 145 magic. It's a dagger though, and plus 20% MP. Okay, so it's gonna be pretty good for RAM, right? Because it's a dagger. Okay, so let's look at his stats. His spirit, magic, and also attack is pretty high. Okay, yeah, basically it's pretty good, and his HP is 4000. It's not really that high. It's probably his weakness. And his limit burst at 7 stars max. It's a one-hit fire magic attack, right? 400%, 50% ignore defense, ignore spirit. Okay, so it's basically effectively 800% magic damage right there. And also single target 5 turn minus 100% fire resist. It's pretty strong. Just really strong actually. But that's not his job, guys. His job is to support. So here it is. If you want to use him optimally, right? You would want to use this skill at the first turn. So it's 99 MP skill available in turn 1, 5 turns cooldown. It gives you AoE 3 turns, 150% to all of the stats, and also on top of that, 100% AoE stats to buff resist. So this skill is really insane. It's the best buffing skill in the game at the moment, man. Basically it is. And also on top of that, the next turn it grants imbue fire, blizzard, and also lightning element to your maybe double-hander attacker right there. Ultima weapon, it doesn't have element but deals insane damage with high variance, and it's gonna deal double the damage with this imbue, like depending on the imperil though, right? And also but the question is that the people asking is that because it only lasted for 3 turns, what is he gonna do on turn 4 and turn 5, right? Because he's gonna wait for 5 turns cooldown, and at the turn 6 he can use this skill again. So what he's gonna do is that he's gonna use this skill here. Okay, so basically the 12 MP skill here, guys. Alright, and it grants you basically new recipe for you to cook. Alright, 60 MP, 60 MP, 40 MP, 50 MP, 80 MP, 48 MP for 3 turns, and self 3 turns, 20% damage reduction. Okay, so what does this dishes do? Okay, let's see. So if you eat all of this fish, meat, beef, you can gain these abilities. The 60 MP, right? This is really good. AoE 60 MP and also AoE 9000 HP heal, right? And as well as 120% buff to all stats, because you can dual cast this, so you can like buff all stats in 1 turn, right? But you wouldn't want to use this skill yet at turn 3 because the 150% buff is still active, right? So what are you gonna do is you would want to choose on the situation where if the enemy basically probably do a lot of elemental damage, you probably want to cast the AoE ATMP and also all elemental resist. Or if you're fighting a Malboro, you would want to use this 100% all ailments resist, okay? And also HP heal. That's pretty good. That's pretty insane for 3 turns, right? For 3 turns, guys. And the next turn, you're gonna dual cast 120% stats buff on turn 4 and turn 5. So it's gonna last for 3 turns, and at turn 6, you're gonna want to recast the 150% all stats buff again, and also with the buff resist. So this guy is the best bard right now, guys, with this. How insane this can be. But remember that CG Nichol hasn't received his 7-star form yet. I think Elim purposely delay CG Nichol 7-star form because of Ignis, you know. Yeah, he's really good, guys. And also he can imbue element as just now as I said earlier. And he can, yeah, he's pretty insane. He's pretty insane. So all in all, in my opinion, he's better than CG Nichol at the moment, right? Better than CG Nichol 6-star form, right there. Okay, so I'm just gonna end this, the Ignis banner. I'm gonna start with the King's Knight banner here, guys. So we got the Knight here. Okay, so his role is basically a damage dealer, a great sword damage dealer, a true hander, true double hander as well. And his cream of the crop skill is 12 single target, 12 hit, 240% physical attack with 50% ignore defense. So it's pretty weak, right? 480% effective damage if you combine it with 50% ignore defense. But at level 127 stars, he's gonna receive 80% damage increase into the skill, which grants you 320% total before the ignore defense. And with ignore defense, you're gonna get 640% single target 12 hits chaining skill. That's pretty insane. But you cannot dual cast this. So that's pretty much his downfall here, guys. That's what makes him inferior to CG Hyo, right? And at level 105, he's got also this finishing skill, 1260% physical attack, and it's a 2 turns cooldown, so you probably can like chain, and then on the turn when it's available, you can use this finisher move, and when it is off, you can use the chaining move again. And he's also got this defensive skill, right? Heal, also buff defensive spirit for 3 turns, self-revive as well. It's pretty good. Okay, so looking from his stats, it's pretty good. Auto refresh, you know, all stuff. Great sword, and he's got also poison, sleep, confused, resistance, status abnormalities, and he's got 150% innate true double hand buff right here, 150%. So you only requires 1 Alfred's TMR as well as 1 Cloud's TMR to maximize the 300% true double hand damage right there. Yeah, but his downfall is that he cannot dual cast all his skills, right? So that's probably his downfall right there. If he can dual cast, he's probably the strongest right now, right? And yeah, as you guys can see, his level 120 skill also grants him plus 20% to all of those stats, and 1.2 times 5 increase in limit break damage, which I will cover, right? Plus 80% damage modifier on a lot of skills, probably including the finisher skill as well. Okay, so this is his limit break. It's pretty strong. AoE 2 hit is finisher move basically. 1400% physical attack and AoE minus 100% light resist for 3 turns. So this is really strong, guys, actually. And also increase this by times this by 1.25, and you will get like probably around 1800% maybe. I don't know. It's still pretty underwhelming to other, you know, finisher move right there though. But he shines here, guys. His Trash Mastery is probably best installed for CGQ, right? Because it has MP refresh, and CGQ weakness is in MP, right? So this probably you would want to pull him for his TM alone right here. Probably pull 1 or 2. And his Greatsword is also really good as well. His Holy Elemental, but I think Holy Orlando is still better, right? His STMR. Okay, his attack stats is not too high, 197, so probably another of his downfall. Yeah. Okay, basically this, I'm just gonna end this, right, with this. But before we end the video, I'm gonna talk about the premium box that you guys gonna get here. Alright, so basically, tomorrow, at the 1st of January, it will be available, guys. And basically, this is it. If 2000 Lapis bundle is pretty good. 4-star tickets times 2. 20 rare summon ticket, guaranteed 5-star X tickets times 2. Wow, that's really insane. And trustable gold 10% times 1. Growth egg 50% experience times 1. Okay, that's a must get, guys. This one, you must buy this one. And also, as well as attack plus 30%. That's pretty mediocre. And the 3000 Lapis is also good as well if you don't have the Lapis for that. At least it gives you 1 5-star guaranteed X tickets. That's probably the only like thing that's really worth it. 6 summon ticket for 3000. That's also pretty good, man. It's pretty good. Also 25% experience growth egg on top of that. Okay, that's pretty good. Attack also plus 15% materia. Okay, I think I'm really gonna end this video here, guys. And I wish you guys have a happy new year, happy holidays, right? On a weekend, you know, can go wrong or something like that. I'll see you guys in the next video. As always, here Felix. Peace out.